Hey guys, RunBuck with RunBuck on Games. Got another war recap for you, this time from Dostlar Kervani. Seems like we're running up against clans that we cannot pronounce the names of, although they have meaning, I'm sure. But not to me. But anyway, you can see here we won 82-60. So it was another war that was kind of slanted in our favor. But there were some attacks that seemed to be of value, so let's take a look at them. They're all Town Hall 9 attacks that we'll just take a gander at. So we won't dilly-dally here. But let's first take a gander. Let's go in ascending numerical order. First off, we had an attack on number 10 by Mord that is more the classic ZapQuake on the ADs. I think he did both of them, is what the notes say. So let's take a see of that. And then you could ask yourself as you look at that, so okay, he's got the 2 down. I mean, the Royals aren't too strong. Expos are down. And he's coming in, so it's a little bit of a hit down, because those Royals are pretty strong. But he does get the trigger from just a classic walk around, so it's a free trigger as he clears the lane. Deals with the 1 dragon with 3 dragons, so that's good. A little bit of angle. And he gets the other AD, okay. Wow. Okay, so ZapQuake 2 got 1 down with just the Queen, with a Royal Suicide team. So that's a good example of taking what the base gives you. I mean, so, when you can get the base down to 1 AD and their expos are all down, clearly that's a nice way to work it with air. And it obviously needed it because we're not, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, how many dragons do I want to have left up to say it was a successful air attack? 10? How many are total do we deploy? I think 10. Is it 10? So he has 9. 9 is that would be 180 slots. He's not a 240. Is he a 2? Yeah, he's a 220. So close to all of them. And he also had 1 hound even. So nice. Done. Goodbye. 1 hound out of the CC. Oh, 2 hounds. There's another hound there. So yeah, 9 total. So no dragon. Not 1 dragon died. So well done, Mord. Well done recognizing. I guess let's take a look at the base again so you can kind of see what he saw. Because even if the base, this, wow, that's a big X. Let's bring that down a little bit. Yowza. How about we just make it just a little smaller? Everybody's like, okay, I've had enough of this. I get it. It's that one. But you can 2, and then if you can get the second from the outside, because he didn't really bring anything to penetrate with. Trigger the CC, because that'll be key with any air attack. You don't want to. Well, with dragons though, you really don't have to trigger the CC. You can deal with it in the wall. So I don't know if the CC trigger was critical, but getting that 3rd AD down with the King Queen kill squad or suicide team, that was pretty good. And then he used the rest of his stuff for weakening the base up so its dragons would move quicker. Ends up using a total of 10 seconds. So there was a timing issue, so that his EQs could have been important to some degree. Good job, Mord. Now let's move on to another oldie but a goodie. My understanding that this is just a ton of hogs. All right, 36 of them. There you go. So that does qualify as a metric ton of hogs. I'm not sure what a typical hog weighs, but it has to be around a ton if you had 36 of them. What's a ton? Oh, see, now we're asking deeper questions that I don't really know. So just a nice trigger. Oh, I thought we were going to get the classic line deploy off of one side, but no, he's actually trying to show some technique. He actually triggers that DGB, even though I don't think he really cared. And now he's healing through. Will he get a swag heal though? No swag heal. So Ace, it's not like you got a swag heal out of the deal. But it's nice to see this the old days 2 years ago of hogs, 30 some hogs running across the field. Now that's bowlers. So when will Supercell release the double giant bomb death trap for bowlers? What will it be? That should be an interesting debate online. There it goes. Let's pick it up speed here a little bit. And voila. Well done. Well done, Ace. And I guess, once again, let's take a look at it and see why the base actually lent itself to that. As you look at the base, Mass Hogs, the big thing you want to worry about is the DGB positions. The only one he really has is here that are pathed. That's it. So really the base, well, here. So really the DGB risk points are external and easily diffused by a Royal Suicide team. The CC itself is pretty easily triggered. That's the other thing you need to do with the Hogs. So you get those out. And it's kind of like, your old Pentas of the old Penta. Oh, no, you had 8 wizards. So I was going to say it's more like the Pentas where you'd trigger the CC and then you just kill it with the Royals and let them do their own deal. But he actually used some wizards to help out there. Or maybe he had those wizards for the end. I don't know. But the big thing is the DGB. So if you can see a base that has basically given up on having path giant trap or bomb traps for, well, thank you, Dada, for my level 7 giant. That'll change my life. But if you see those base without path giant bomb positions, that's pretty dense. I would say hogging is good, and you can get to the queen. Then hogging is good, and you can do the old days. Just have a moment of time. Last but not least, Captain America whips in for our fun view. Joe should be happy with this one because it's all there's not one Valk in this replay. This is max attack. So here we go. We're going to get into the mid, I hear. So as I look at that, I mean, you got the 4Q, which clearly gives him penetration in the mid. You can kind of anticipate the flow or not. Look at that golem bounce out. I didn't see that. But he gets one golem into the mid. I mean, clearly this going over here is not the plan. This is a failure of the plan. But he does get one in the mid, which is tying stuff up. He's waiting quite a while on those golems. I would think he would have gone a little quicker. So one might debate, was that too early or too late? Or just right with the timing of the second phase. He does get 2 of the ADs down through that work. So I wouldn't really call it a max attacks per se. I think that's more of just it was like a Royal Suicide group, a 2-go whiz Royal Suicide, where he's trying to get 2 ADs down, clear the backside, leaving 2 ADs for his LavaLoon team. Max attack to me is like where they take up the mid and you're using the spells in the mid for distraction. So all those teams survive, everything's shooting in on them, and then meanwhile you snipe in with your loons or hogs, which isn't really what happened. Let's take a look again at the base though and kind of see if that made sense. So as he looks at the 4Q right there, he was trying to get golems in. I don't think that golem swinging Y was really part of the plan. But once he does that, I mean, so clearly that pathing is going to get this stuff down. So that he knew. So it really feels more like Wu's attack that we saw in the last recap of 4Q with a 2-go whiz play, and then try LavaLoon in off the backside. And so what do you see to enable that? We've only got one expo up, but really it's an interesting point. You can get away with that because your main group, your Royal Suicide group, is coming in. It's going to probably get that, especially with 2 golems, even though one went AWOL. And the other one's down. So that one doesn't matter. And then you've got these 2 ADs that are kind of wussy, right? One of which will die. So it leaves you 1 AD that you can then throw your hounds at. So you see where's the queen? Where is the queen? Does he have a queen? Yeah, he does, right there. So again, the queen gets down there, so check. And then last but not least, the CC is trigger roll. So all in all, that base makes sense for LavaLoon. Try LavaLoonian. La. All right, so there's the 3 featured. Let's just do a wild spin. Oh, you know what we'll do? Let's go to War Details, and let's see who had the first 6-pack. Board, we already showed you. Too bad. You don't win. You lose the contest because of prior conditions. Jit, you win. We'll look at the highest one, number 19. Whoop, no, we're not. We're going to look at the first one. 4 times speed bonus round. Here we go. What are you doing? It looks like 2-go whiz with a baby dragon. Look at the value of that baby dragon. Holy smokes, nice flanking. So that's good to see. And he pushes from the sides with the hogs. Oh, nice. So that was actually felt more like a max attack than the prior one. Notice how, oh, and then of course threw in some bowlers for fun. But if we look at the base flow, when Jit took a gander at that, and we'll pause it. I mean, so clearly he knows that if he can drive this core, which is his whole plan, then this opens up his ability to pressure these two sides, because all this stuff, look at the ranges, right? In the core, not in the core, but in the core, in the core, in the core, in the core. So you can get a lot of value out of just going max attack in the mid. And you saw 4 Golemites were still wandering around in the middle. So this distracted. So really nice recognition of the base structure there. So good job, Jit. All right, there's your 4 attacks, 1 bonus, 3 for real. Hope it helps, guys. We'll talk to you later. What am I going to do? My clan sucks.
Hey, it's JTJ.
I think that's an all-out attack.
No, it's the legendary JTJU. JTJU. What? I like Dragoon.
You and this army. Download Clash of Clans for free. Then subscribe to JTJU and win.